everyone, welcome back to Rebecca's Colouring Arts and Crafts. So I'm a little behind. I've still got to do my Illuminate Chain of Gold unboxing yet, but I'll get there eventually. I've just quickly got the April Fairyloot box, which has only arrived a couple of days ago, but I haven't got to it yet. I haven't really looked in it much yet or anything, but I just wanted to do a bit of an unboxing of the Fairyloot box. And if I can, I'm going to try and do some videos of that. I'm still a little behind because, well, as you can see, I'm still having issues with my knee and foot and ankle and my hand and wrist, as you'll see soon enough. But yeah, doing what I can, and I just thought I would try to do this unboxing of the Fairyloot April book box. So, yeah, I hope you'll enjoy it anyway, and I decided that, well, I think I told you with my subscriptions, I'm going to basically be keeping my Goldsboro Sci-Fi Fantasy, Goldsboro Book of the Month, and my Fairyloot book box subscription. I was thinking about it and thinking, well, if I cancelled the Goldsboro ones, I could do the Illuminate one, but then I decided, well, no, I kind of would rather just keep Fairyloot and my Goldsboro Book of the Month and Sci-Fi Fantasy, because I'm really enjoying having those subscriptions, so they're worth it to me. So yeah, so we've got the April Memories box, and I just basically opened this partly because of my hand and wrist, but partly also just to check which box it is, because I know there's still the May one coming in the mail, but because it's Fairyloot seems to have swapped the person delivering it. It used to be DHL, but I think now it's Hermes, which is good in some ways because it saves me some costs with the postage, but it takes 2-3 weeks now to arrive instead of a week, and obviously with the coronavirus it would take a bit longer anyway. So this is the Fairyloot Memories box, and that card is so pretty, and I've obviously got all, and that's our spoiler card. So I'm just trying to do this on my bed as I can. And so I normally try to keep all of that on the lid so that I don't have to pick it all up, as you all know. Might have just flung some somewhere, but oh well. And so the first thing that we've got here, and I have seen some videos with these because I kind of got spoiled a bit because it took me so long to receive the box. And even their the Fairyloot photo challenge is over now because it took so long for this box to get here, basically. So yeah, so the first thing that we've got here is quite a decent sized tote bags, the Court of Terrason, and I think this is Court of Throne, what is it, Court of Mist and Court of Thorns and Roses or something like that, but I haven't actually read those books yet. But it's still very pretty and useful, and I am using some of these book bags that I've gotten. I've got a couple in use out where I am, just to take my books out or stuff. And obviously, there goes the... I have to pick that all up after. I guess I'll just dump it out now. I have to pick that up. But yeah, I'm not able to do much in the way of groceries or anything currently with the way everything's going, so yeah, I'm sure I'll use them more for that later, but currently the couple of tote bags that I've got, I'm basically, well, I'm not using all of them, but the couple that I do have, a couple of them I am using currently, so obviously they will still be useful because with plastic bags no longer being used here in Victoria with the supermarkets and that, it's going to be very handy to have them to use for shopping or groceries or whatever later, if I'm game enough to use them for that. I don't want to wreck them. So yeah, so this is the back of the tote bag, and it says, so they can look up at the sky no matter where they are, and no Terrason is forever with them. Also, is it Court of Thorns and Roses, or is it Throne of Glass? It might be Throne of Glass, but still very useful to have. And I do like the quality of They're tote bags. They're quite a heavy duty quality sort of canvas. At least it seems it to me, because I was able to carry 4 or 5 hardcover books out in one of the tote bags that I got with this material. And the next thing I've got here, I've seen it, I think, on YouTube, but it looks like mine's gotten a little bit squished from the looks of it. But I have seen these on YouTube as to sort of what they are, and did get spoiled. Partly because I looked on YouTube, but partly also because, well, spoilers, and Fairyloot was obviously showing them with their photo challenge things and stuff, and obviously I didn't receive mine before that. But that's what the times. And so from what I know, this is washi tape, which I haven't actually used washi tape before, but I want to start. I bought an art book eventually to start like a positive diary or something like that, like things that are positive or good, because with everything that's going on and what we're looking into with like the Ehlers-Danlos and all of that, it's sort of at times it gets quite down the dumps. So when I'm able to start creative stuff again, I want to start working on things like a positive diary or quotes that are positive, and decorate and draw them and do all that sort of thing. And so this is very, very pretty. I'm not sure which series it's from, but I really, really like it. It's really gorgeous. And I would definitely feel I would use that in my arts and crafts. And, excuse me, this might be a bit difficult being one-handed. I might just put that back in there to protect it. Keep it clean and that. I'll wrap it up properly after. Oh no, I'm just about there. So, next thing we've got here. I guess I'll just get these out since they're sticking up. So, from what I know, these are their tarot cards. I'm not keeping these to use as tarot cards. I'm hoping one day to use them as like wall images or whatever, because I just like the artwork, the bookish artwork. So eventually I'm hoping that I'll be able to expand things or something and get like a bookish room / library with all sorts of bookish things and items and all sorts of book artwork sort of pinned up in certain ways and all sorts of things like that. But obviously it's not happening right now, so I'm just keeping the artwork because I love it for the artwork. I don't use tarot cards either, but I love the artwork, and I think the artwork's very pretty to be displayed as well. And so I'm not sure who these are, so I'll check. I think it's from the Throne of Glass series, but I'm not sure who they are. And there you go. This month's featured tarot cards are the Six of Cups and Five of Cups. They are designed by the very talented Gabriella Burguso and are inspired by the Throne of Glass series. So it doesn't say who they are. So I have read some of the books, but I haven't gotten to finish the Throne of Glass series yet. And I own all the books, but yeah, I haven't gotten to finish them all yet. So I'm not quite sure who these characters are. But yeah, I'm sure I'll find out when I get back to reading the books anyway. Currently I'm reading, because I got a review copy of Court of Miracles book 3. No, City of Brass book 3, and so I'm reading those, and I finished Court of Miracles, which I want to do a review on after as well, and all of that. But I wanted to get these unboxings done, then get my book review of Court of Miracles done, and the other one done, because I've got a couple there to do, and then I've got to send off book reviews that I've got. And so next we've got this little Fairyloot pouch, from what I can tell, and ooh, this is pretty. Memory vial pin, spined by that lovely deer shop. Enamel pin, made in China. How pretty is that? It's reflecting with the light on the phone, but wow, it's really, really nice. I've started really liking the enamel pins lately, especially since I've been able to put some on display and stuff like that. But yeah, I would really love one day to have like a proper bookish library / bookish themed items and all that sort of good stuff, because, well, yeah, I've just really wanted a room like that for ages, and I'm collecting so many books now. It's not funny, and I would just love to make my own library and bookish themed atmosphere area that sort of connects to my bedroom. But in the future, it's definitely the plans for the future. And yeah, it's what I really want to do. So yeah, I'm really loving this box, and I'm so glad that I decided on Fairyloot. I had to decide between Fairyloot or Illuminate, basically, and I'm just peeling tape off my sock. Just don't know where it's come from, but somewhere I'll sort it out. And yeah, I also got air conditioning in here the other day, which I feel so lucky to have. I managed to, because of my disability and stuff that's going on, I feel very lucky that I was able to get a grant to get air conditioning and stuff in, because I'm really being affected by temperature and hot and cold, and it really makes me crook and stuff like that. And so I feel so lucky that now I actually have proper heating and cooling in my bedroom. So I'm so happy at the minute. So we got these emoji sticky tabs, and I don't actually use these in my book, but I might use them for something else. But they're so cute. I'm sort of not sure what I'd use these for, because I'm not going to put any sort of markings or anything in any of my books, no matter what happens. So yeah. But yeah, I really, really love the way Fairyloot does these, and I'm sort of, even though I really like Illuminate as well, I'm happy with my decision to go with Fairyloot. Even though it means that I can't do Illuminate, I'm still happy with my choice, and I don't regret it, because they're both having trouble getting subscribers in. But I just feel I made the right choice with Fairyloot. Anyway, for me, because I really do like my fantasy sci-fi. As you've been knowing, I like a range of things, but I really do like my fantasy, sci-fi, all of that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to try rolling this the opposite way and see if then I can show you it. Because currently it won't go out very well at all. So, didn't work out that great, but got another pin banner here. So I'm using the last Fairyloot one currently that I got, and it's sort of nearly full. I don't get that many pins, but I'm slowly getting more pins over time with getting these book box subscriptions. And yeah, I really do love these, and the black is quite a pretty detailing. Like, I might go over some of the details or whatever just to maximize the amount of space for the pins. But yeah, I love it, and very good to have. I think this one is from the Beautiful, but I'm not sure. I do have the Fairyloot edition of the Beautiful and the Fairyloot edition of the Damned coming, but I haven't gotten to read them yet, because as you all know, my review books come first. But we'll get there one day. And so next thing I got here is, from what I know, this is the volume 3 box. And just give me a minute. I gotta get this down here. So as you can see, I've got volume 1 and volume 2 up here. So that's what volume 1 and volume 2 looks like of the Fairyloot book box editions. And so let's do the magic and see what volume 3 is like, if it will come out. Hopefully. No, it has to be difficult with one hand. No. Typical. Typical, typical, typical. Ah, there we go. Gotcha. And ooh, pretty. So I might just see how this looks with the other volumes. So let's just get those down here. And I haven't put anything in these yet. I'm still working out what I want to put in them. So we'll just look first. So it's obviously purple and yellow. So pretty. Volume 3. Ooh, it's kind of like a shadow silhouette on the back. And just open it inside. Ooh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And so let's see. So we got sort of brownish crimson, then bluish purple, bluish sort of silver, I guess, and purple and gold. Just see what these look like together. So we got all 3 together. They actually look really nice together. They do. But yeah, I don't regret deciding to go with the Fairyloot edition first, because they've got some really awesome themes and everything coming up, and yeah, I do really enjoy Fairyloot books as well as I enjoy Illuminate, but yeah, I'm glad that I decided to go with Fairyloot anyway, and Goldsboro Book of the Month and Sci-Fi Fantasy Fellowship. Let's get some of this paper out of the way so that we can look at the book properly on the bed. And just show you too, that's the back of volume 1, spine, front cover, and this is the back of volume 2, the spine and the front cover. So very pretty, very nice to have. And I'm just going to shift that so that we can bring our book out here, and I just nearly lose all the paper on my floor, don't I? But yeah, I'm still going to do photos of these anyway for Instagram when I get the chance, because, well, I want to. So first thing we got here is our monthly bookmark for Fairyloot, and this is the April 2020 Memories box, and I'm intending on keeping my subscription now and my Goldsboro Sci-Fi Fantasy and Book of the Month subscription, so you probably won't really see much in the way of Illuminate subscriptions for now, just because with the medical stuff and that, I've kind of had to limit myself to kind of what I guess I'm getting currently, so that I can keep putting money aside in savings and stuff for the medical stuff. But that's all good. It works. And I almost missed something. So, yeah, I'm sure you all understand anyway, but I just wanted to keep a couple of little things as kind of my monthly treats for myself. So, hence, I've got the Fairyloot subscription and the Goldsboro Book of the Month and Sci-Fi Fantasy Fellowship subscription. So yeah, so this is our author letter. So it says, "Dearest reader, memories are precious things. In the world of Incendiary," so obviously our book is Incendiary by, I think, let me just look. It's Incendiary by Zarida Cordova, and I love that cover. So we'll just read an author letter first. Incendiary. No one knows that more. Hang on. Memories are precious things. In the world of Incendiary, no one knows that more than Renata Corvida, is it? If I butchered that, apologies. As a girl with a great and terrible power, Ren has grown up fearing who she is. With the touch of her fingers, she can pluck a memory right from your mind, like ripe fruit. Writing this book really made me think of the things that matter to me. For instance, what memories would I be willing to give up? What memories would I fight to keep? And what if suddenly every memory was gone? This gift/curse is not one Renata takes lightly. Her journey is one of redemption and love, violence and grief. It is also a journey meant to take her back to who she was and how these discoveries might change the person she will become. After all, Incendiary is a book about hope and how brightly it can burn in each and every one of us. Happy reading. Love, Zoraida? I probably butchered that again. And we got this awesome art print on the front of it. And then we've got our fairy scoop here too, which is our Memories, April 2020. And yeah, I'm really happy that I decided to stay with Fairyloot because I'm really loving this box so much. And we've also got our exclusive copy of Incendiary and the Differences. So we've got the standard edition here, and this is the Fairyloot edition, and I think I really do prefer the Fairyloot edition, which has an exclusive dark blue cover, artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket, which we'll look at, sprayed edges, and is signed by the author. And this is an author interview, and I'm not sure what this means. She actually completed her first novel at the age of 19. Oh, okay. So maybe she finished her first novel in college or something at the age of 19, but that's about the author. And the May theme, which is yet to arrive, is Desert Dreams. And that will have an exclusive cover, sprayed edges, artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket, and will be signed by the author. And my copy is in the mail. Obviously, also, this is finished because mine hasn't turned up yet, but I'm still going to do some photos of things anyway. And so now we got Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova, I think it is. And look at these cover edges, like, it's so pretty. Yeah, I really can't regret getting this. Like, I love my sci-fi fantasy, but I also love all other type, like, as you know, I'm enjoying all other types of novels like crime and everything now, but I decided to keep a couple of fantasy things because I really still do love my fantasy books, and it's who I am, as well as learning and discovering new things. I still really love my fantasy things, which is why I decided on Fairyloot over Illuminacrate in the end. And I really do like Fairyloot's editions. And so this says, I'm Renata so it's Convida. I have lived 100 stolen lives. Now it's my time. Now it's time to live my own. And those details are so pretty. And we got red sprayed edges, which is so pretty on it. And then inside here, it's got, I think it's like an orangish red. It's a bit dinted there, but not too bad, so I guess it'll survive. But probably because it took a while to come in the mail, that's probably why it slid or something. And our dust jacket artwork is whoops, hang on. Hang on. I should try removing this. Oh, sitting this. Excuse me for that. I just was working out a way to see it. So this is our dust jacket artwork, which is so pretty. And then inside it says, Renata was only a child when she was kidnapped by the crown. As a memory thief, the rarest and most feared of magical Mora, she was used to carry out the king's wrath, a siege that resulted in the deaths of thousands of her own people. Now Renata is one of the Whispers, a rebel spy working against the crown. When Des, her commander, and the boy she's grown to love is taken captive by the notorious Princep Dorado, Renata must return to the palace and complete his top-secret mission herself. Can she keep her cover even as she burns for vengeance against the brutal, enigmatic prince? Her life and the fate of the Moria, I think that's how you say it, depend on it. But returning to the palace stirs memories long locked away. As Renata grows more deeply embedded in the royal court, she uncovers a secret that could change the fate of the entire kingdom and end the war. Stupid low battery. End the war that has cost her everything. And so let's just look at this. So we just got Incendiary. And it's signed. It's an exclusive signed edition. And it's the first edition. So pretty. So yeah, I'm very happy to have this, and I really do love this Fairyloot edition. It's so pretty, and yeah, I really don't regret choosing Fairyloot over Illuminacrate. It was a really hard choice, I think, as I said in a past video, but yeah, I don't regret it at all. It's worth it to me. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this book unboxing. If you have, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. I always love hearing from you, and I will see you later. Bye!